Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. I'm sitting here in my living room. My son bought me a really nice gift for Christmas, a large screen TV. Never had one of these. So I went onto the video blog. Someone named Brian Williams. I blocked him. Sorry, Brian. He's a MGTOWer. I looked at his subscriptions. I saw MGTOW there, and I realized he's a brother. He's black, a black MGTOW. Those are like the worst Negroes around. But for a black dude, he said nightclubs are the worst place to meet women. And I asked him, how do you explain my success? And if 64% of the women go there to meet men, how do you explain other males' success in the clubs? So, in order to keep him from poisoning the well here, because these MGTOWers are all negative and shit. They can't see things clearly. Because remember I talked to you about negativity? Well, you guys aren't on my forum. Fuck. I've got a whole series that I've been doing on negativity. Basically, I'll just try to summarize it all. When you're in a negative state, all you see is negative things. Period. Okay? That's been 7 days worth of podcast shows summed up in one. I gave you guys a sample video of it. People like that, they can only see negativity. I'm surprised him being black, he's afraid to go to a club, afraid of competition from other men. That's just unheard of. Adwin's Daily. I sent you an email with the ring my girl bought me and testimonial. So Adwin's, if you could, resend it. It must have went to my AOL one. And if I didn't recognize your name, then I probably deleted it. If you had like some kind of weird name or something like that. I get emails from marketers all the time, man. David L., I checked out your fragrance store. Pretty cool, man. I asked you how much you're doing. He writes, I just opened it, 0 so far. I will have to market through Facebook ads and Instagram. Cool. I've been having trouble getting my ads approved. And it's all because of this community. I've been associated with this community. I can't get my ads approved for, my training business. I'm going back to work full time for a while to pay off some debts. I have some credit card debts that I've got to pay off. I was expecting a small sum of money to come through, but that didn't come through. So I got to pay off those debts that I accrued. So I'm going to have to work full time for a few months. And I'm trying to get an ad approved. It just got approved 21 hours ago, but then it's just sitting there in limbo. They haven't put it on the network yet. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Then I can go back and change. In order to get approved, you can't talk about, like I talk about how I'm going to, sculpt your thighs and create round buns and take your arms and sculpt those. And you can't talk that way. Because some fat people might get offended. I get it, though. I get it. Smooth Tea. I tried to talk to you a month ago. You said you tried to get on my forum and nothing. You're waiting for the confirmation. You never wrote me back. I don't play games, Smooth Tea, man. Don't say stuff like that if it's not true, okay? Because that caused me to go into action to see what's wrong. So you wasted my time, jacking around. Either you're going to join or you're not going to join. Period. Obviously, you don't have $5 a month to join, so don't pretend like you do, man. Raul Hernandez. Player Supreme is a great teacher. I hate to be a weak man. Totally loser. Thanks, Player Supreme. You're very welcome. Every time I do a video about weak men, they always crawl out of the woodworks. and make comments. That's because those videos rank. I don't know if this one actually ranked. I'll have to check it out. Let's see. Women do not like weak men. Let's go check it out. Well, my video's up top. I guess the keyword would be weak men. My video's number 1. I've been ranking my videos again, fellas. Actually, it's number 2. Number 1 is women do not follow weak men. They show this big brother crying by someone called the Angry Man channel. I'll have to check that out. There's another one. Another brother, weak men who try to please and keep women, actually hate women and don't something or other, by Jesse Lee Peterson. Is that's not the same Jesse Lee. That's the coon that has that lisp. Fox News drags him out in that brown suit all the time. Hold on, I gotta check this shit out.
I got a call.
It is him.
The first hour there from.
Oh God. Some people just give you a sour feeling in your stomach. Wow. Why women and society hate and destroy good men. MGTOW. They make their little videos, pump themselves up. Instead of trying to make themselves better, they just pump themselves up with anger and hatred. Okay, let's get back to these comments. David Condi. Is it true if a weak man father reproduces, he would create a weak child? Now, the weakness doesn't necessarily come from the genes. It comes from the mannerism that you learn from the weak environment that weak father will produce. Okay? Yes, a skinny, frail, weak man will more likely produce a skinny, frail, weak child. Usually a skinny, frail, weak man will... those types, they find fat women to marry. Have you guys noticed that? They walk down the street, they look like number 10 together. Him skinny and her like a bowling ball. But basically weak genes. Okay? If you're talking about genes, you gotta look at your parents. Do your parents have good genetics or do they have poor genetics? I think my mom had weaker, well, her gene pool is real strong. She's dark skinned. She was dark enough to step down the light skin of my dad. But my dad had good genetics, physical genetics. I believe that's where my son Christopher's calves came from. So my dad's calves weren't bad. As a trainer, he didn't have little tiny sticks. I've seen black guys with little tiny sticks at the bottom. And I don't have sticks either. I've got a little bit of a muscle there. So, as far as genetics, he gave me the huge traps, large chest. I believe it came from his side. Actually, no, I think it came from my mom's side. Because she was type that would have narrow hips and a larger chest. Anyways, so you look at the genetics of your parents for, your height, your muscle mass. And David, you're African. Parents come from Africa, in other words. You're probably smaller in stature. Now, I don't know why that is in certain countries, because food's plenty there. Unless you're from the desert area, which I don't know your background. Anyway, he goes on to say, I think I have weak genes, but that is okay because I'm becoming strong with the help from you, Supreme. Book was excellent, by the way. Great stuff. Thanks for the help. That's under Women Do Not Like. And it's from, he's talking about my book. I think my book, Nightclub Pimping. Or one of my books, I don't know. Lexman. Where was that article from, Supreme? The female was clearly talking to men only, which she should. However, this shit gets weird because females really like to direct these words at men. Don't get your feelings hurt, Lex. Okay? Don't get your feelings hurt, man. You're not making one of the weak men comments, but you're getting close to it, dude. So you got to learn to just accept what the truth of these females are giving you. Okay? Just learn to accept the truth and take it with a grain of salt. I'm looking at the TV up there. Take it with a grain of salt and move on. Okay? The articles on my site, you can go to my site if you're a member. You link out. I'm not going to bother going back there digging out the article again. Chris Storm well said under that same video, sir, they should teach this stuff in high school all the way through college. This should be a mandatory class so the education system puts out in the world real men, but they don't want to put out real men into the world. They do want you feminized and weak. He writes, not some weak, pussified simps, not that I'm complaining. This type of dudes are making life for me real easy when I go hunting for girls in the clubs. Yes, they do. How to meet video, David L. Dance good, dress good, smell good. Let's read more. Look good, built physique. Have all those down, and nightclub game is easy as pie. And that is very true. I guess the guys that are lazy, I haven't really thought about that. See, I don't think about how weak men think. But I'm thinking of that Brian guy, or whatever his name was. I just banned. See, he's already out of my mind. What was his name? Brian, I think. Yeah. He said nightclubs are the worst. And I think for, some lazy people, they don't want to go to the gym and work on their physique. They don't want to buy new clothes and look good, so women will look at them. They don't want to learn how to dance. They definitely don't want the pain of working out. It hurts. So to them, when they go to the club all stanky, dressed like a scrub, and all that kind of silly shit, can't dance well, I guess nightclubs might be intimidating to guys like that. But then again, my channel is for men that are trying to work their way up to become better men. I have no patience anymore for someone that's not willing to climb the ladder. You make your weak comment, you go. Got a bunch of Michael Nolan comments. Usually does about 5, 6 of them in a row. Let's see what he has. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then Chris James replying to him. 5, 6, 7. Okay, Mike, thanks for the comments. Curtis, I can't with the nerd voices, Supreme, laugh my ass off. But in seriousness, like you said in one of your shows, trying hard is weak, and women, along with that nature, abhors weak men. Along with nature, in other words, abhors weak men. I feel like that day of reckoning is approaching sooner, I think. I'm getting closer. Okay, now, Curtis put up a video of him doing a PUA thing with 2 girls on each arm, but didn't get the phone number. I'm trying to give him some correction on that. Curtis, I wasn't trying to shit on you. Congratulations on actually talking to bitches in the club, but we got to not do what you did just for a video cameo thing. Okay? You want to focus on pulling a female. You're so busy setting up a damn shot, getting your video taken with 2 chicks on your arm, laughing and giggling, that you forgot to game the chick that was actually digging you. You couldn't even feel it. And you, as you said, you were trying to crush on the hotter chick. Everybody does that. The hotter chicks, you see, here's where you could have got laid. Now, to preface this, Curtis posted a video. On the left arm was a hotter chick. On the right arm was an attractive chick. An attractive chick, I could tell by the video, was feeling him. But he came back and admitted that, yeah, he was. I said, you were probably crushed on the hotter one who wasn't feeling you. Now, to to fuck up the hotter chicks game, you should have went for the less hotter one. Just bear me out now, guys. Bear me out. Why? Because she was digging him. The hot chick wasn't digging him. She was just there collecting up, her quotient of males digging her. Hotter chicks, they collect your looks, your energy, all that kind of stuff. You guys throw at them, and it just makes them feel good. So I would have shit on the hotter one. And there's a book out there, How to Be the Jerk That Women Love. He talked about shitting on or not really shitting on, but he called it discounting them. And complimenting the less hotter ones. So the compliment would have been to gotten the less, and she was attractive, by the way. She wasn't no slough. She was okay. She was fuckable, I should say. Very fuckable. I would have went for the one that was feeling me. Of course, she's feeling me. It's easy lay. Well, I'm not going to talk to the girl or try to stress out the girl or try to stress myself out trying to get this girl to go home with me, which is not attracted to me. And there are women that don't like me, by the way, that didn't like me in the clubs. You guys think I had such a success rate because I could find the girls that liked me. Anyways, so this girl is used to her friend getting all the attention. Yeah. So she would try harder. It would one up her friend. That will put her working hard for you. Because her friend gets all the attention. Think about her ego. You got to use your head and think, fellas. You guys don't use your brains out there in the field, in the clubs. So this other attractive chick would have worked harder to do whatever you want to do. Just so she'd one up her friend. To land the man. Because when they get two girls, it's a competition. Okay? So Curtis blew an easy lay. That would have made him back in the game. He would have been feeling confident. He would have got his dick wet. His energy would have changed. Everything about his energy would have changed. That's the first time when he got some sex, his energy changed. He was king of the mountain. So he could have got back on the boat. And he blew it by slathering over the hotter chick. He at least could have got a phone number. Instead of grabbing two girls from the side or whatever. As, hey, hold on. We're going to videotape this. Or whatever he did. Having trouble with my left hip. Fuck. So I had to, come down on Curtis a little bit for that. Remember, I see things. I see the truth of shit. Shamrow's back, which I'm kind of surprised. A lot of American women have confused weak men and good men as being the same thing. So our truly good men come along and they will think he's being weak when he's... Hey, look at it from energy standpoint, Shamrow. Weak is weak. Okay? You give off weak vibe, you'll do weak things. That's not a good man. I think the wrong ideology is that the so-called nice guys are good men. No, a good man is a man that can protect and provide. You got to think from a female's point of view, not the male-centric point of view. Because remember, we're trying to back-engineer women. So what's a good man to a female? Protector, provider dude. That means a guy with an edge. He'll protect his territory like a lion. And he knows how to bring home the game. That instinct's still running women there, Shamro. Okay? We can't do anything about it. So, unfortunately, by the way, this is a society thing that's occurring right now. Back in the past, it wasn't so much like that. All these males have been suckered into thinking that this nice guy is the way to be. This thing, a program that's been running around since I was a little kid. And you guys bought into it. Society bought into it. Males bought into it. Women are still on their old track. They didn't get sold that metrosexual was the cool guy to hang out with. They tried to do that in the 90s, by the way. You were probably riding your Hot Wheel around back then, because you're young, back in the 90s, they tried to sell women on the ideal of liking metrosexuals. These are guys that, you're probably not aware of this. I don't think they've used the word anymore, but a metrosexual looks like he's gay, but he's not gay. He acts very feminine. He'll carry a merce. Unfortunately, I saw that happen in the black community. Black dudes carrying merces. I don't understand it. I didn't understand it. I guess they had potential for some faggotry in them. So some gaiety all up in their stinking asses. So they just gravitated to it. You tend to gravitate to what you are. If that punk is inside, you're going to gravitate to punk shit. That's the way it is. Okay? So maybe we need to do a good check of ourselves there, brother. Looks like you're getting into an argument. Chris James says, sounds like MGTOW rhetoric. I wonder why a good man is giving off weak man signals. Exactly. If these guys are giving off weak man signals, you're calling a good man, they're not good men. They're weak men. A weak man is not a good man. Don't get that shit twisted there, Shamro. I know you're talking about guys who are decent and nice and have no edge to them, but that's not a good man. Because a fella worse than I am, in other words, will go up to that good man when he's out on a date, like I did, in a restaurant, and punk that good man out. And he won't do anything. He won't protect his reputation, won't protect his female. He'll think, well, I don't want to go to jail, man. That's the first thing in his thought. Basically fear. So a man with fear is not a good man. That's a broken man. That's why I'm here trying to fix broken males. You responded to James. It's not MGTOW rhetoric, but women can make mistakes and misjudge men, just like men can misjudge them. They do a better job of judging us, there, Shamro. Not to attack you or anything, but they do a way better job of judging us. That's why they don't feel these weak men you're talking about. That's why these weak men aren't getting any pussy. Because they're closer to their instincts than we are. Okay? We've been filled up with this bravado thing, this whole consciousness thing in our heads, and it blocks our true senses. There were a lot of women who found thugs to be attractive at one point because they confused being a thug with being an alpha male when the two aren't the same thing. The media is to blame for a lot of the dating issues we see. I know where you're coming from, but I think you're a little bit off there, Shamro. Alpha males and thugs, unfortunately, if you study the truth of alpha males, you'll find that those who had the extra chromosome they say these guys have, they end up in jail a lot. So the thug isn't that too far from the alpha male. He's part of the alpha culture because he's more aggressive, and when they're cunning, you gotta remember they also have the high intelligence. That's what people forget about alpha males: the high intelligence, the cunningness. They're not just some stupid thug that's out there in the streets, stiff arming people. That's not an alpha male. That's just part of thug culture. But the ones you're talking about are like the hustlers. Hustlers, pimps, drug dealers. They become alpha males in that community because they're intelligent. They figure shit out and how to get away with shit. Just as the alpha males, I'm talking about new type of alpha males in corporations. They become leaders of departments, they become entrepreneurs, or they become the owners of the corporation. They start their own businesses. That's the alpha male of today. MK Ultra. A lot of women will front like they want a weak man and still get with the masculine man. That's that saying where they want a nice guy. That's what he's talking about. That's probably some of the confusion that Shamro's talking about. No. I don't know. Sean McMinnis, the Swedes need to hear your channel. Thanks, Sean. You should tell them. Lex says Swedish men are a lost cause. The damage has been done. It can never be reversed there. Not in Sweden. Sweden has the bordellos also. Animal bordellos. They allow that shit. And Europeans are flying over their fucking animals from Germany and all over. Germany's a place I remember. Not in Sweden, the Saudi Arabia of feminism. Not in Sweden, comma, the Saudi Arabia of feminism. Sean says, Lex, good thing I'm Irish. I'll just rob all the sexy Swedish girls. No, you'll fuck them. Then take their money and leave. Panini, who's half Irish, says, I bet they were saying dancing is for girls. LOL, as I hit the dislike button. A couple people dislike that video. How to meet girls in nightclub. I'm making a video version of my ebook. I'm going to try to put on Udemy. It probably won't go. They'll reject it because of my language in there. I stripped as much of the bad language out as I could. And I found a lot of writing mistakes in it too, as I'm going back through this damn thing. I should have, I write these books way into the night, and then my mind is tired by then, and I miss things. Under my About Me, for my profile, I made a comment, interesting 6 haters. I had no idea jealousy reigned supreme here in my house on YouTube soil. I had no idea, fellas. I put up an About Me to show you guys, to teach you guys, what you want to do. You can put that link on your profile, by the way. Just create a channel, and doesn't have to be under your name or anything like that. And then put the link in your profile. It blows your profile up. I gave you guys an example. About me. But then people hate, and I found that on the same thing on So Suave. Weak males hate males that accomplish things in lives. Because remember, weak males do what weak males do. Okay? Those 6 who thumbed it down, just a simple video like that, those are weak males. Okay? So we got 6 of them floating around on the channel, at least. Let me see how many it's up to. That one took me by surprise. I didn't think about it. 7. 7 males thumb down a video about my life. I never would have thought that they were that weak that they would see that I've accomplished things in life, and then they would, I hate you, Supreme. I've accomplished nothing in my life, and you should be the same. Fuck. 7. Wow. That really surprises me. That's one of the, I don't give a fuck about them. It just makes me aware that they're there. These people are actually watching my videos, and I can't do anything about them. They'll make a weak man comment. I'll recognize them for who they are. But weak men will do what weak men do, fellas. That's a simple ideology to understand. If you're weak, things you do are going to be weak. You're going to see someone who achieve something and be envious. I'm going to thumb him down. Because I don't feel good anymore. I want his videos to make me feel good. Because my mommy made me feel good. That's that type of behavior. Mentality. So I said, so you fellows let haters rule you. Yeah, you guys should have you guys who didn't thumb up to fight the haters, you're just as bad as they are, by the way. You guys must have some closet issues as well. I said what gives me pleasure is their own happiness. And that does give me pleasure. To know that I have 7 haters out there. To know that their life is a fucking hell. Because when they're weak, as I said, they're going to do what a weak man does. So they're showing me that they're there. They're in pain. And I shouldn't revel in their pain. But this is the place where you learn to turn that shit around. Become a successful male. And for them not to be doing anything, you deserve the hell you live in. You deserve every moment of unhappiness that you're getting. You come in here, you don't do as I tell you to do, it's on you. Leon, you obviously thumbed up, says video liked. Yep. And he says, you've done a lot. I feel lazy now. Ha ha ha. 100 Pro Cent says, something with the 2 accounts. YouTube accounts. I got more than 2 accounts. I've got probably 25 accounts. Back when they allowed you to do that, I started creating all these backup accounts. I started experimenting with ranking videos on these accounts. Now I only use this account, and I have 2 fitness channels. One under my old site, one under my new site, fitness site. Okay, under there I have different accounts. Like I have one just for ab demos. On that channel are 25 ab workout demos of different ab exercises you can do. See, why did I not put them on the main account? Because I want under that one title, because I have a video plugin that goes into my site that will go to that channel and rip those videos and put them in a gallery. Also, I took courses, and those courses required you to create a video channel to show how to rank videos. That's why my videos, when I decide to rank them, they show up on page 1 of YouTube. They used to get on page 1 of Google, but it's harder now. You got to do more work to it. But YouTube is good enough, has good enough. Well, it's poor traffic. YouTube is really poor traffic. The quality of traffic on YouTube, I don't think is all that good. Because look at the type of people float around on YouTube. Floaters. Consumers. Under online dating, someone said my audio sucked, and he was right. The audio did suck on that one. I was surprised. So old video. Under my POF one, he says good. The top shelf sound says good stuff. If you need copyright-free music to use in your videos so you don't get copyright strike, thank you for that. I did go over to the channel and I bookmarked the channel. So I'm going to start going through your music real soon. 100%. Hey Supreme, I approached a female at my workplace and we got out on a date. I'm working with a client right now, and I kind of, I want to get laid, and but there's a girl at work that's got a fiance, white chick with a white fiance, and he's a black dude. She's fucking another dude at work, and she wants to have sex with him. She's a cum bucket, basically, and I'm trying to get him to go to the clubs to find women instead of crush on chicks at work, because as I explained to him. But I gave him a kind of a pass on it because I wanted him to get laid that weekend. Well, I wanted to try an assignment out. In other words, an assignment. Anyways, then I said, nah, I was vacillating. I'm not going to vacillate him anymore. Because I don't want to see you guys get fired. That's the main thing. I don't want to see you guys get fired. Plus, I feel sorry for women at work. But this chick is all up in the dude's face talking about, what did she tell him the last time? How she's cheating on her fiance and the different sex positions she likes. She likes face down, laying flat on her stomach. That female's been raped. And she's now a little bit fucked up in the head, unfortunately. It happens, unfortunately. Just jackass out there. God, if you guys just learn to become strong males, they won't have to go through that need to feel power and domination and do that type of stuff to women, man. But anyways, I think that's what's caused her to be this way. And she's a cum bucket. Wear 2 condoms. So we got out on a date. You want to say we went out on a date. Obviously, English is not his first language. He writes, when she saw me, she just paid attention to her phone and bragged how guys were texting her. Another cum bucket, obviously. Later, I found she was a bisexual party girl. She kept asking me to buy things for her. What a slut. but she didn't seem interested in me. She just used you for the free date. After that, I got another date with a Russian chick. She said that all her friends were guys. Then she saw that I got disgusted by her for saying that. She said, "Is something wrong with that?" I said, "No. That's because you're weak." A strong man would say, "Yeah, I think you're a fucking slut." Got him walked out. But that's... Let me retract that. I'm actually read a little bit ahead, and that's why I said that. But a girl with a lot of guy friends is a girl that needs a lot of attention. So a smart operator would have recognized that. She's male attention. That's easy lay right there. Later, I blocked both of the girls' numbers and got pissed. I'm not a dater or player, and I asked him why he's on my channel. I focus on my goals first, and I will leave girls if they're in my way of happiness, but I want a good girl. How do I find good girls? And I don't like parties or party girls. There aren't many social places in Sweden. You're Swedish. You heard what I said earlier in the show. What the fellow said. Why do you dislike me, bro? There's other Swedes I talk to. I don't know you 100%. You probably, as I said, you probably made a comment if I've dissed you. You made a weak man comment sometime in the past. See, you guys think I remember everything. I don't. But I said to him, you're not a dater or a player. Are you even slightly aware this is a player's channel? I give out player advice. I don't give out Disney World advice where you run across the field, slow motion. I love you. This is not Disney. I'm a player. Or I'm still a player. I'm a player. Okay? What makes you think, you being the type of man you are, that my advice would be good for you? Because you couldn't even talk to a girl that had a lot of guy friends. Me, who I am as a player, as I said, I would recognize she needs male attention, and I would use that to put her in bed. Then I'll give her the best sex so she drop all her guy friends. Only wants to be with me. I'm not afraid of competition. Okay? Let me change positions here. Lost my power. So, I'll leave it there. I'm not afraid of competition because I'll run the competition out. I'll make her, or I'll focus on making her want to like me. I recognize that you want a virgin. There are guys like you. Usually Latin guys are like that. They only want a virgin. But you have this whole pristine thing inside of you, 100%, that you just want a virgin. Unfortunately, you're not... Your personality doesn't seem like you'd be a good match for any girl out there, to tell you the truth. Because you've got this stuff in your head that you got to get rid of. I just understand that you don't like party girls. You're the type that's going to be very needy and very insecure. And you don't want to bring that to a chick's table. Why would you want to fuck her up with your bullshit? Think about that now. Think about why you're alone right now. You know, why you haven't been able to find even a good girl. You know, props on being able to get a female to go on a date with you. So that's good. That's good. It means you have the balls. There's some material to work with you. But you got, I get the feeling you have this white knight syndrome, as I think the nerds call it, white knight syndrome. And that's going to fuck you up. Okay? Middle bug. I'm dating this Brazilian woman now. Do you guys have any experience with Brazilian culture? She loves to kiss me in public, very passionate compared to American women. Yeah. Jovina's nickname was Suckface. I had a client. She was in. She had a TV show on the Oxygen Network, and I went to her party to kick off the show. And Jovina was with me, and she was around people she didn't know. And that's where I you guys remember the story of the dyke. Came off the corner, bumped into a dyke. Oh, God. If only there was nobody there. Yeah. Anyways, so my client, who's a comedian, she came back and nicknamed her Suckface because all she did was suck on my face. You know, my lip, kissing me. But then in real life, you know, she wasn't like that. Brazilian culture is... The Brazilian women are very passionate. They can come very easily. As you guys who have one of my products know, they can come very easily. But I don't really know about the Brazilian culture. I can speak a little bit of Portuguese. You might want to learn some Portuguese to start, you know, talking to her in her own language. Michael Nolan, a very good powered video about me. The video. Now, if that does not sell, I don't know what won't. My profile already sold without the video. I put it in there and then I took it off. Because I really don't want people... I really want girls to... I need the profile to show you guys that, you know, internet dating is valid, and look how much success I'm getting. Now, why am I getting so much success and you guys getting no success? I'm not even looking for females. Some of you guys might say, well, it's because you're an older... No, this one's... Actually, it is now older, as it's now, the profile's now 10 years older now. I think when I started, I was at the 30... I was 47 back then. I was 37. So I was getting women in their late 20s. Anyways, but it's always pulled. So why do I get success and you guys aren't getting success? That's what you need to think about there, Michael Nolan. Why is my profile so goddamn successful? I'm going to go to my AOL account and look at last week's pullings. Actually, all I got to do is go to POF. If I go on POF, then I get...
You've got mail.
I get more... hold on. When I go to POF, I get more... people sending me mail. Because my profile shows up. Okay, POF wants to meet me. That's one. Received an email. That's two. Received an email. That's three. Received email. That's four. Wednesday wants to meet. And I do actually count those now because the girl, one chick, some of them are fake. I always test them to see if they're fake. I'll highlight the name. I'll go to their search. If it doesn't come up, then I realize that is fake. That's how you tell the fake ones, by the way. Anyways, in fact, this is a chick that did it. I believe she's the one that did it. She wanted to meet me, then she sent me an email. I've had that happen way too many times. So I forgot what number I'm on. So Wednesday I got one. Tuesday, an email. Let's see. I'm back to Monday. Monday wants to meet. And that's a chick that that she sent that after she had sent me mail. Actually, there's two of them here. I received email. This chick, she sent me. I was in conversation. The one I showed in the video, the first one, in conversation. Then she wants to meet because I stopped replying to her. And that's what I hate doing to women. And there she is. There's her other email. Okay, that's December 4th. December 4th again. 1, 2, 3. On December 4th. That's the conversation. December 2nd. Email. December 2nd. Email for someone else. These are all different people. Except for the conversation one. Okay, so that's for December. So why am I so successful? Anybody ever stop to think about that? You know, why is Supreme getting all the success? What is he doing right that I'm not doing? %% is now attacking Michael Nolan. He asked him, I see you make a lot of posts here. Do you get chicks? And Michael didn't reply. Michael's gotten with females before, but he doesn't like the quality of females that he gets. Mario Benejo says he was with him when he was good looking under Michael Nolan, and not sure. I don't remember that video. I did a video on Michael Nolan. I don't remember what I really talked about. Bangura. I've had supreme success on POF throughout the years, and even though I still do, I must admit the quality of women on the site has dropped. POF is now the #1 site out there, next to Tinder, of course. Yeah, the camera's pointing over here. You in a little night shirt, big legs, you know. Yeah, camera won't work. At one point, I had over hundreds of women wanting to meet me, and over 5 messages a day from different women, or maybe it's just the area I live in. Chris says the better quality women are on Match and OkCupid. I keep my POF up because it's free and easiest to get your profile seen, but slim pickings. Chris, I'm going to ask you the same question. Why am I so successful with POF? And you have slim pickings. Now, I do get ugly women and unattractive women basically writing me all the time. I don't show those. I do get some booger bears and some hair hats, as that negative dude, Sodermeyer, calls them, writing me. And I get some real attractive sisters as well. In my next video, I have to show the attractive sisters and mulattoes, or half sisters. So, why am I successful and you're not? That's my question, Chris James. What am I doing right that you're not doing to make it slim pickings for you? But that was a sales video. I forgot to tell you guys to keep your negative comments off the shit. Also, those two fellas, it's what it is. I never pulled hundreds a day, but I do pull almost every day from below average to over average attractive women. And I'm good with it. See, I look for the good also. Maybe that's why I'm successful at it. Positive vibe. For you guys who are frustrated with your game, struggling in your game, 100%. He writes, I might watch TFL people, but I am not savvy guy, like you said. Okay, I thought he was savvy guy. Okay. In one of your videos, I do not know why you dislike me. You obviously made a savvy guy type of comment. You're not even black. Savvy guy is black. You didn't give me any advice or help. You just clowned me, and I don't like party places or party girls. I am mature, and there aren't a lot of social places in Sweden. It's a small, cold country. Yeah, it's cold, all right. Well, dude, obviously you made a comment that I didn't like, right? Correct? So that's why I was stepping on you. I get a lot of weirdos on YouTube. I get a lot of losers on YouTube. I get a lot of rejects on YouTube. A lot of males I wouldn't have anything to do with in my own personal life making comments. Jovina, behind the key. Open the blinds. I want some sunlight to come in. My hip is hurting, so I'm trying to lay on my side and do these comments. Ah, there we go. Open the other side up too. Both sides. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that changed the light a little bit. Let's finish up the comments there, fellas. I was talking 100%. Procent. I recognize that you want a good girl, a girl that's a virgin, probably. The man is never touched. You want to go, as what I told one fellow the other day, where no man has gone before. So you can be a big man in that virgin's life and all that stuff. And I recognize that. Okay, cool. I may not be the teacher for you, though. If we're already not getting along. I didn't know we weren't getting along. See, I make comments and I forget about it. Hopefully you guys listen, learn, and change your behavior. That's what I'm looking for. Don, great show, Supreme. Let's Look Deeper. That's my podcast show from the site, so you should have got all those podcasts, Don. I've also took notes from this show, and I'm adding this in my personal book, The Journey of the Game. Good. You're going to be able to write your own book. Listen to the rest of the videos or the audios on the site there, Don. I have more. I'm not done yet, also. After this, everyone who listens to those shows should be in a positive mood. Should recognize when you're being negative and put out a more positive energy. Turn lemons into lemonade. I'm going back to work full time. I'm going to start working with Sacramento Brides to Be. Good market for a trainer to go into. I'm going to turn lemons into lemonade. I'm still getting my trailer next year. I'm still going to get on the road. I'm opening up a membership site for people that wanted, beginning workout customers. So my goal is to get 1,000 members in that. And from there, I'll be able to hit the road. If I can't get 1,000 or anywhere close to 1,000, over 500, I'm sitting pretty. I mean, even with 500 members and a site like that would be just beautiful. Should I be out there? Hell, 200, I'll be out there. But my goal is 1,000. So I'm not dealing with any negativity. I'm clearing my mind of all the negative stuff. So that I can stay in a positive state so I can attract what I want in my life. I've been having trouble with my internet for the last couple of days, fellas. Like just this morning, I couldn't get online again. It's been down and up. It's been really rainy out here in Sacramento. But today it looks like it's the sun is coming through some kind of haze up there. Streetscape Supreme. I have trouble if I don't have real affection for a woman, even if she has a great body but no connection. I can't get it up. I have love for her. I'm good, but I worry about that making me weak emotionally. Well, now that you're aware of the possibility, make sure that doesn't happen. Not sure what's wrong with you, but you want to work on that and fix whatever's wrong with you. 'Cause there's something wrong with you. And you got to figure out what it is, what's causing this, and fix it, brother. Good luck on that. Tierra Isol. I've left with a man met at bar after talking to him for 5 minutes. It was a time when my boyfriend picked me up at our favorite bar and we decided to grab dinner at another location. This is under that fractionation. I just saw the concept and did a video on it just to talk about the subject, and the video's ranked on page 1. I was kind of like a review of the whole concept. Like, what are these nerds doing now, man? Now, I watched a video yesterday, fellas. Damn, I'm so comfortable. I watched a video yesterday of a PUA out with another gaggle of geeks. And the idiot had a camera. I guess it was mounted on his head. Can you imagine a geek? He was out in the streets doing, I guess, outside a club, outside a venue type game. They probably call it that. Street game. Going into the bread shop game. Crosswalk game. Whatever. But the idiot, there's videos out there, you can find it. Idiot was talking to a tranny. And so geeked up, so stuck in his head, he didn't even know it. You can tell by the voice. Tell by the voice. Yeah, you gotta talk like this. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? And the dummy was talking about his dick. I mean, the first thing out of his mouth was talking some weird shit, creepy guy shit. Totally creepy. About, you want to suck my camera like a big dick or something like that? I know you saw the camera in my head. You want to suck it like a big dick to what he thought was a chick? If that's was his game to girls, it's no wonder why these jokers fail. And then after all that, he went back to this gaggle of dudes at the corner of the street after trying to pull what he thought was a girl to see his dick. Like, he thought he was MPUA. They call him master pickup artist. He thought he was so cool and just pulling this chick, and she's gonna go suck my dick. And look at it. If you guys run into a chick like that, that's a cum bucket. That's not game. Number one, it was a dude to begin with, but it's not game. You talk to a girl for 5 seconds, and you're talking about, I have a 9-inch cock. See, touch it. It gets harder. That was his lines. When you touch it, it'll get harder. Oh, God, that video blew my mind. It's on the site, on my forum. You could probably find it. Guy talks to tranny or something like that. Watch his game. His lack of game. Then he goes back to this gaggle of dudes. And I guess the new thing is like beards. So a guy had a scruffy beard. I guess he was tall. Everyone else in there was like 5 feet tall. 2 guys were like 5 feet tall. Another guy was like 5'5". Another guy was close to his height. I guess he was real tall. And he sounded like he was never mind. Not going to be anti-Semitic. He had a certain vocal quality that I found that, people of a certain type have a certain vocal quality to them. Don't know why. But those are PUAs. Like, what the fuck? Wow. Hey, it's a black guy. I disagree with you, player, about some black folks being light-skinned due to European DNA. And he brought up the Melanesians, which I know the Melanesians. Some of them are light-skinned. I think he brought up the Melanesians. Stephen Curry. I don't know. Let's see. Blacks can be lighter skinned due to albino gene from 2 parents. Stephen Curry. Yeah, I know about albinos, as I was explaining to him. I don't know who Stephen Curry is. I don't watch TV, fellas. I don't watch sports. I don't watch anything. Who's Stephen Curry, Jovina?
basketball player.
Oh. He's albino?
Well, he's not albino.
That's what he's saying here.
He's light-skinned. Both his parents are black and they're light-skinned.
Two parents, black couple.
He's not albino. If you look this picture up, he's not albino. You can see. I joke that his daughter Riley looks like my niece.
Oh yeah, that's who. Yeah, yeah. Your niece looks just like his daughter. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
He's not albino.
I don't know why
light
he's so.
But his parents are both light-skinned like that too.
Hey, it's a black guy. Both his parents are light-skinned, so of course he's gonna be light-skinned. So you fucked up, man. Obviously, the parents have white in their background too, so that's not a good example. His father's black, his mother's black too. Yeah, they're light-skinned like you. They produce two lighter-skinned kids. The Melanesians, now, which some whites deny are black. I ran into a chick like that. Her father had like 1% Melanesian blood, and I told her that they're Africans. They have woolly, black afros, dark skin. She said, well, not all black people are black. Jesus. She didn't want her dad to have black blood that badly. She was European. Yeah, we do produce the whole rainbow of colors. We can produce a white person. They can't. They can only produce other white people. That's why they're scared. The whole, as Dr. Chris Wilson talked about, the whole fear of genetic annihilation causes racism. Both my parents are black, but my father, of course, being a bit lighter than average. Yeah. I get asked if I were mixed with something, and I tell them no, I'm not at all. But your father, so you got to swab inside your mouth. See what's in there, dude. You're not straight out of Africa, okay? Handsome Prince of Hollywood. Wow, a true wimp. I'm looking for some questions, fellas. Me from 07. I've seen comments from people that claim to be part alt-right, say that white supremacy is the real alt-right. Well, as Dave talked about, they invaded the alt-right. As they invade everything else. As they invaded law enforcement. I talked to one of my clients. Her friend built her an AR. And he's with the police department. No, she. So I guess it was a friend of theirs that built the AR, who's also a cop. Anyways, she asked her about that because she saw me talk about it on my Facebook channel, and she said yes. Law enforcement has been invaded by there's a lot of racist on within law enforcement. Okay, that's from her mouth to my ear, from my brain recanting what she said to you guys. Eric Adam. That's some kind of comment. It's all talking about alt-right, alt-left. It's all bullshit. It's us against them. Amon Ra, he remade himself. Had to watch this video twice, learned 2 things about myself that I have to change. Under mistakes video, good. Macario Mosley, keep winning. Kev, on my infield report. Ace Ortiz, I've kissed white girls with thin lips. It's kind of hard to kiss them like them. I remember the one Arab chick I kissed had nice lips. I don't like thin lips on a chick. Yeah, me either. Yeah, I think I've done most of the comments. So I didn't see any questions, so let me go check the inbox, which I should have did that first. I still want to try to answer you guys' questions maybe once a week. Nope. So I have a filtered message. Kotas. His comment ended up here because of bad words. I don't see any bad words. Oh, let me click to read more. I'm a long-time follower of your vids. He first says, hey, Chris. I'm a long-time follower of your vids. and your advice has helped me shape my life in a more positive way. I need help with a particular issue, that is making friends. I've always struggled to maintain proper friendship, even from a young age. I used to be extremely shy as a youngster. I used to get picked on in school all the time. I'm not really the man to ask about friends. I suffer from no friends as well, or poor friendships. So you probably want to direct this question to someone else. Okay? I'm not the best to ask about friends. My information is more dating centered there, Kotas. Coach Corey Wayne, I'm sure he could answer that question for you. Go Punch, for some reason you end up in my spam folder. And I believe I've already answered this, so I need to, I guess, delete your comment out of here. Okay, so that's the comments, questions for the day, fellas. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section on this video. Dating questions now, so keeping the dating questions, not about friends, not about how to fix a 75 Grand Torino or something like that. Just stick at dating and becoming men. I know that friendship is part of the real men package, or part of nature of real man. You could make friends, but I'm not out there making friends. I come home, I stay in my house. My goal is to get out there on the road, and I will make friends out there. As you guys know, I talk to people everywhere I go. When I go on vacation, I sit down and talk to people of all ages, men and women. But I don't go out in my own town seeking friendship. I may join Toastmasters next year, early in the year, and I'll probably make some friends there. I was thinking about making some friends so I can go camping, forming a camping group, and making friends that way. Just a Sacramento local campers group. So I have people I can go camping with. Because I'm tired of taking Jovina. Last few times I went camping, I went by myself to gear up to get myself on the road. She'll be staying here, keep holding down the fort, and I'll be on the road traveling. Because I'll be able to work with my online clients in the fitness industry and also my membership sites. So that's my goal. All right, fellas, I'm out of here. Peace.